The Falcons got on the board in Week 2 against the Eagles, picking up their first win, but now head to Indianapolis, where they'll find a Colts team who's also coming off its first 2019 victory. We have 3 score predictions coming up. First, though, let's crunch some numbers. With the Falcons, it always starts with Julio Jones, and why not, right?
Off they go, catches may get the first and a lot more. Julio Jones out in front, he's going to go all the way. Touchdown.
Jones is coming off the kind of game fans sort of think he should have every game. 5 catches, 106 yards, and 2 scores. His partner in crime also heads into this one hot. Calvin Ridley had 8 receptions, 105 yards, and a TD himself. But the man throwing to the two of them has to clean up his act.
Ryan has it picked off in the end zone.
Matt Ryan's 3 interceptions would have been a much bigger storyline last week if not for them pulling out the win. But here's the thing, Ryan didn't throw 2+ picks once all last season, so expect him to bounce back on the turnover front this week. For their part, the Colts secondary did hold Marcus Mariota to 154 passing yards, and they've only given up 214.5 per game through the first 2 weeks, so it won't be easy sledding for Ryan and company. And maybe more important than those Ryan picks, being his body of work doesn't indicate there'll be a problem in this one, is the Atlanta run game. DEVONTA Freeman only mustered 22 yards on 11 carries, which has many Falcon faithful calling for Ito Smith. Flipping things to the Colts side of things, JACOBY BRISSETT sort of had a Matt Ryan game of his own.
MARLON MACK checks back in, first goal, pass to the end zone, it's caught, Hilton for the touchdown!
Brissett's 3 TD passes accounted for all of Indy's points, and they won. But if they hadn't, we'd be talking about his 146 passing yards on 28 attempts. The Colts finished the day with 3.9 yards per pass, and through 2 weeks now, they're at 5.3 yards per pass, which is 29th. So there's your perspective. The Colts also need a bounce-back game from Marlon Mack. He got 20 carries last week, but only came up with 51 rushing yards. 2 teams coming off wins, even if they weren't as shiny as they would have liked. Time to check in with our prediction panel to see who they like.
Retooling this team. Here's Brissett to the end zone. It is caught!